man. Me like America, me got good plan. Mexico water, make Gulf US survey. Me make Zelensky say thanks to my face. Me got baby face, me got big chair. Trump bad, Trump good, me no care. Me write big book, kill billies and stuff. Now me important, we're tired tough. Me go Yale school, me learn big word. Now me forget everything me heard. Silicon people give me job, me take. Now me like Trump, me make no mistake. Yo, it's JD Advance. Me fight walk folk, me say never die. Me protect kids, me born liberal. Him, them, there. America simple, only two gender. Me face, me big boss man. Me like America, me got good plan. Mexico water, make Gulf US survey. Me make Zelensky say thanks to my face. Too many gender for my agenda. Went on a bender, execo the sender. Might take Panama just like na. Might take Gaza, pop then a plaza. Witness my majesty.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage IDOT of Unit 199. Happy to see all of you here on a Wednesday, I think. Is my microphone on the right microphone, by the way? I have no idea if it is or not. So, what the F, Jeremy? You were supposed to go live hours ago. It's been a busy day, okay? It's been a busy day. Hopefully the microphone is correct because I am in Studio 199. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on in the world. I know a little bit, but I've been very, very busy with family stuff today. So, anyway, hello everyone. And we got to start out with Candy T. Candy T 450 says it is my birthday for 2 more hours grift tax. 2 more hours. What do you think about that, chat? Can we get some happy birthdays for Candy T 199? What am I wearing? I am wearing a 9-line hoodie that I got at the meetup. Very comfortable. I don't have a code to give you yet, but I will soon. But it is a very comfortable hoodie, and I can't really wear these hoodies when I have my green screen, so I'll wear them when I don't have the green screen. Taking full advantage. No green screen today. It's the real studio. But yes, thank you, Candy T, and happy birthday. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Jeremy was hunting for his dinner. Well, that's how we do it in Alabama. Marmillin says pre-stream chat grift tax. Hail the 199. I can never read AF the same after Tuesday night's main event. Yeah, so if you got last night's Tuesday night's main event was absolutely one of the funniest episodes ever. All of them are funny, but last night was very, very funny. And I did have to private it for a little while, and a lot of people were freaking out because they didn't know what was going on. And I needed to private it just because Gary's live stream had gotten hit. There was some other things that were going on YouTube. So I was just being cautious, but I did unprivate it after Gary confirmed to me what happened with his stream, which he got hit by the AI bot for firearms with the Black Snape meme video. It's a mess. It's a mess, but I wanted to be better safe than sorry. So I did. Listening from Santa Rosa in the Panhandle. Santa Rosa is awesome. So Knicks and Spurs back and forth. Yeah, I was trying to keep an eye on that. Like I said, I've been very, very busy today, but we're here. We're live. Let's get this party started. Eradicator says, Jer Rush 199. Thank you. BMCCB says, I think that JD intro may be AI. Listen, I don't think you need to be up in here spreading any false rumors. That is a real video from JD Advanced. Okay, simple as that. Agent X says, hey, Jeremy, just curious if you've heard of the bricks and minifigs scandal. 200 is it $1 million or whatever it was? I can't remember what it is, but I know we've covered it on geeksandgamers.com. And I'm not overly familiar with the story. I know there's a lot of videos out there. How much was it? Was it 200? How much was it? 200,000? Okay, $200,000 worth of Legos. We do have some articles on Geeks and Gamers. Steph has talked about it. I'm not overly familiar with that story. But Jeremy Poor Hassan's candidates lost. Send him love. I will not be doing that. Bill Herb says, wow, I finally made it live. Welcome to the party. And Bill Herb says, as a God of War fan, it's tough right now. I need Jeremy to laugh at and distract me. Yeah, and I will be on Geeks and Gamers Daily tomorrow, so I'll be covering a lot of the entertainment stuff with God of War, and it's gotten even worse. It's gotten even worse. But last night, we had the big California elections, and guess what? They're rigging the elections once again. Yes, that's exactly what's going on. Nobody is surprised, but listen, Spencer Pratt did very well. Okay. He did very well yesterday, but, and so in the governor's race too, went very well for conservatives, but they're slowing down the process so they can rig the election once again. And I mean, is anybody surprised by this? It's absolutely ridiculous. We also had Marco Rubio. We got some good Marco Rubio video to go over. And President Trump actually, President Trump was talking to CNN's Caitlin Collins today in the Oval Office, and he went off on her. I'm going to show you a couple of clips right here. Actually, no, that's not the one. So right here. There's a little audio issue with this one, but right here, President Trump attacks Caitlin Collins right to her face.
So important.
Decided to drop the anti-weaponization fund.
So I love it. I think it's so important. People were, this is a victim right here, but not only a victim, he was also a student of it. What happened to great people, great American people.
The audio gets weird right here for a minute.
Savage.
Let me
and like nobody's probably ever been. I mean, I can think of maybe 2 instances in this country where they've had it to somewhere that extent. I'm not even sure if it was so much. They were put in jail for long periods of time. They were accused of things that never happened. They had prosecutors that were radical lunatics, and their lives were destroyed. And frankly, we had a lawsuit that against us on the weaponization, where the judge, a radical left judge, ruled against it. And we'll see how that all works out. But a radical left judge ruled against it. But these people, their lives have been destroyed. Their families have been destroyed, many of them. I'm not just talking about a few people, many of them. I'm one of them. They raided my house, Mar-a-Lago. That never happened. Nobody ever thought of anything like that. It turned out that it was a total fake. Everything about it was fake and corrupt. We have all the information. You know, the good advantage to sitting here is we can get information that you wouldn't get by what we have and what we are going to be showing over the coming weeks and months. You're not even going to believe. Some of you will believe it, like CNN will believe it because they knew what was going on. They're crooked as hell. CNN's a very corrupt organization, but with a corrupt reporter standing right there. Never smiles. She never smiles. She's a young, beautiful woman, never smiles. I never see a smile off her face. I see her standing there with hatred in her eyes. Like she has hatred because we have borders, because we have a strong military, because we cut our taxes, because we do things that everybody wanted. And then we win our election in a massive landslide. We win 87% of the counties in this country. Nobody's ever heard of a thing like that. And that's because we're doing the right job. And we took a detour down to Iran because we can't let Iran have a nuclear weapon under any circumstances. We can't let that happen. So The reporters should be happy. They shouldn't be unhappy. They should be very happy.
just-
Because you know what we're doing? We're saving our country.
Now, there's a continuation right here. Okay.
And what you said, excuse me, Mr. President, just to clarify on what you were asked earlier, is the $1.8 billion DOJ fund dead or is it on hold?
It's, I'd have to ask the lawyers. I don't know. I know one thing, the
what's
weaponization.
your
Are you
decision
talking about the weaponization fund?
Yeah, what's your
The
decision?
weaponization fund, as far as I'm concerned, was a beautiful thing. It was something I didn't make it, but I heard that. I thought that was the greatest thing because people like you have abused our people so badly. The fake news like CNN, like the New York Times and like others have
Well,
abused our
Republicans
people.
were
Wait a
critical
minute,
of
be
it, Mr.
quiet.
President, on that
Have
bill.
abused our people so badly, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You used to be a conservative. She was a conservative from Alabama. Can you believe it? But CNN, in
Alabama.
particular, CNN does such false reporting. But now they have new ownership, so maybe it'll straighten it out. I doubt it. But it's hard to straighten garbage out. But CNN has abused, and others have abused so badly. People, these are people that are great people that were destroyed. Their families have been destroyed. Many suicides. They committed suicide. People that went there with love. They went there with love. You know, when I made that speech early in the day, tremendous crowd. I hate to say because they'll say, oh, I was wrong on the number, but I believe it's the largest crowd I've ever spoken to by twice. The biggest crowd, I think, bigger than the inaugurations, bigger than anything. And there was so much love and friendship. It was the most amazing thing. People were crying.
But
They were like,
Republicans
wait a
and
minute,
Bill
let me
Brooks said
finish,
that
let me
people would
finish,
be at cost
let me
to be
finish.
eligible.
And those people have been abused by you and by others and by the politicians, by the Democrats. They're dumb people. They want to have open borders. They want to have transgender mutilization of your children. They want to have men playing in women's sports. They want to have high taxes. They turned down, you know, they fought us on the tax bill, and they fought us because they want people to pay high taxes because they're crazy. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with you. It's a shame. Yeah, go ahead.
There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with you. Now, if you remember, Trump never forgets, okay? Trump never forgets. If you remember this great moment from the CNN town hall, the Don never forgets.
Why you held on to those documents when you knew the federal government was seeking them and then had given you a subpoena to return
Are
them?
you ready? Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's
You
the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to
That's
answer.
why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person. I'll tell you.
Can you answer why
Very
you
simple.
held on to the
I
documents?
was negotiating, and we were talking to Nara.
The fact that a pro CNN crowd, this is how masterful the Don is. A pro CNN crowd just dying laughing. All right. Like, that's the best part. This isn't like a MAGA crowd. This is a CNN picked crowd.
Answer.
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person. I'll tell you.
Oh, love it. You love to see it. So, hail King Trump right there. Chuck says, just came out of early access for Masters of the Universe. I highly recommend it if you're a He-Man fan. Skeletor is probably Leto's top 3 roles. That is a different take than I have heard from people. So, you know, I'm glad that you liked it. I am hearing a lot of people are not liking it. I'm going to try to go see it tomorrow. But yeah, I've heard not so many great things about it. So we'll see. But I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Let's see. Is it Critic 19 or Citric 19? Says, I work for USPS in the far north of Oregon border. When ballots are in the mail box, we have to take them. Can't wait for no mail-in ballots. It's interesting how mail-in ballots always seem to favor the Democrats. Kind of weird, isn't it? It's almost like it's rigged. It's almost like it's bullshit. But hey, you know, Democrats, I guess they never have ever cheated before. This would be the first time ever that the Democrats have cheated. Okay, whatever works for you, I guess. It's just laughable at this point. Always has. Yep. So right here, it was pretty funny. Last night, we had the California election, and Spencer Pratt did a really good job, and the guy has been crushing it. Movie Erotic says, is your Israel 7,000 disguised as two? Tell no one. $2? $2? That's not gonna help. What are we talking about here, Movie Erotic? What are we talking about? $2 disguised as 7K? Have I done that bad of a job? Is Israel cutting me back that much? Fine. If Israel won't pay for the 7,000, then we're going to talk about a negative news story surrounding Israel. Since they don't want to pay, I don't make up the rules. I just have to follow them. Okay? I just have to follow them. But President Trump, obviously we covered the Axios story of President Trump and his comments towards Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, I said, I don't know if it's true or not. I'll wait for Trump to confirm if it's true or not. Well, Donald Trump did confirm that it is true, in fact, if you can believe it. And we got this Asmongold clips right here. And so Trump, apparently he did say that stuff to Netanyahu.
Trump fumes at Netanyahu. You're fucking crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your ass. Everybody hates you now. Everybody hates Israel because of this. Donald Trump confirms he told Benjamin Netanyahu that he's fucking crazy on a phone call. I wasn't angry, but I was a little perturbed. Big word.
They've already agreed they're not going to have a nuclear weapon.
Have they?
Oh, yeah, they've agreed to that. That was the big thing.
How do you know the people you're talking to there are actually the people making the decisions?
So we had various levels of people, and the first set is gone, the second set is gone. We know they're the people that are leading the country right now.
Is it the gay Ayatollah?
He's involved, absolutely.
Really?
She called him the gay Ayatollah. She literally called him the gay Ayatollah, and Trump didn't even flinch. This is the world that Trump has created. This is the world.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Really?
Is it the gay Ayatollah? Did she really ask him that?
Yeah, I don't know what Asmon's wearing, okay? I have no idea.
I have a lot of respect for him.
So is he's compos mentis? He's not sick in hospital in a coma as we've been
Well,
told?
I don't know. I haven't had the privilege.
Wow.
I'm not hearing he's doing great, missing a lot of different parts, but we seem to be getting along quite well.
Missing a lot of different parts. Is he talking about body parts? What in the hell is Trump talking about? I got to see this whole interview without Asmon's reaction.
Now, Axios reported that you had a phone call with Bibi Netanyahu, the Prime
here it
Minister
is.
of Israel, in which you were angry with him. You said, are you effing crazy? What are you effing doing? I helped you stay out of jail. Is that true? Did you speak to him in those terms?
I did. I wouldn't say angry. I was a little bit
Damn.
perturbed at his...
Damn. So he actually said that shit.
But he's controlled by Israel and Netanyahu, guys. He's controlled by him. He controls them, okay? Like, they control Trump. He can't do anything. That's what the anti-Israel crowd wants to tell us, okay? So I guess they're telling Trump to say this as well. They're basically saying, hey, Trump, since we control you, can you lie and tell everyone that you told Netanyahu to go fuck himself and that I'm keeping you out of jail and everyone hates Israel because of you? Yeah, that's a great plan. That's a great plan.
Is that true? Did you speak to him in those terms?
I did. I wouldn't say angry. I was a little bit
Damn.
perturbed at his...
Damn. So he actually
Constantly
said that shit.
fighting with Lebanon.
Mhm.
At some point, I said, Bibi, we got to stop this. We got to stop it. Now I have to make a determination. Do we sign a deal or we do it the other way?
The
and the
other
other
way.
way is not nice.
What will the other way achieve, though?
Certainty. It would be over.
That's a good
There
answer.
wouldn't be any bullshit. There wouldn't be any talking. There wouldn't be any delays. I'd rather do it the nice way from a humanitarian standpoint.
Can you do it
What a
just
nice
with
guy.
bombing the other
Yeah,
way?
you don't have to. We don't need boots on the ground now.
Mhm.
Well, we did it. You know, we wiped out much of their military with just bombing. We didn't put anybody on the ground. You don't want to do that. You're so far away. You don't want to do that.
For 2028,
Oh,
the
God.
Democrats, who knows who they're going to field?
Yeah.
They don't have a great candidates, but you have a cornucopia of talent.
We have a lot of time.
They got a lot
And
of
you
young
talked
bucks.
about JD and Marco Rubio, and I think you like sort of
It's good. I like them together. You know, it would be great. But I would think that JD and Marco as a team would be very hard to beat. actually.
how's their
Why is it that Trump is clearly a straight man, but yet makes so many gay comments, and then when he's not even making a gay comment, it sounds gay? Like that sounded gay, Trump. Like, how does he do this? I don't understand how he does that.
D and Marco Rubio, and I think you like sort of
It's good. I like them together. You know, it would be great. But I would think that JD and Marco as a team would be very hard to beat. Actually.
how's their
compare that to
relationship?
I
these
agree
low
with
IQ people
Yeah.
that we have on the other side. You know, Gavin Newsom is an example. He said he's a stupid person.
He
said
he's
stupid.
dyslexic. He
He
can't
said that
read.
he's, look, I'm not going to knock dyslexia because we all have it, but it's not ideal if you're president.
Why boast about it?
Well,
It's
listen
not ideal if you're president. Well,
to this.
true.
He can't read a speech. He said he can't read a speech. He cannot do it. He said he's a stupid person. But he said he's smarter than the people in the room. So then now they're going after it because it happened to be a black audience. It was the most incredible thing. He's smarter. He said he's stupid, but he's smarter than the people in the room. I'll be honest, there's something wrong with it.
This guy, imagine saying this guy has dementia. He's as on point as he's ever been. He's undefeated. Nobody's like him. Nobody can compete with this aura. It's unbelievable.
They're going after it because it happened to be a black audience. It was the most incredible thing. He's smarter. He said he's stupid, but he's smarter than the people in the room. I'll be honest, there's something wrong with him.
It looked
That
really
was the
bad. It
worst
did. It
interview
looked
I've
really,
ever
really
seen.
bad.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. and, you know, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, you know, trying to act all there if you got 940.
Hey, yo, I'm just retarded like y'all are. I would assume, right? No, it's all
I
right.
cannot,
No,
you,
it's all
you've
right.
never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech.
Because it happened to be a black audience. It was the most incredible thing. He said he's stupid, but he's smarter than the people in the room. I'll be honest, there's something wrong with him.
Trump is ridiculous, man.
And
Trump.
we'll believe it because they knew.
Oh, this is another. You know, I'd like to see her reaction when Trump is saying
What
that.
was going on. They're crooked as hell. CNN's a very corrupt organization, but with a corrupt reporter standing right there. Never smiles. She never smiles. She's a young, beautiful woman, never smiles. I never see a smile off her face. I see her standing there with hatred in her eyes, like she has hatred because we have borders, because we have a strong military, because we cut our taxes, because we do things that everybody wanted. And then
Look how evil and unhappy she looks.
we win our election in a massive landslide. We win 87% of the counties in this country. Nobody's ever heard of a thing like that. And that's because we're doing the right job. And we took a detour down to Iran because we can't let Iran have a nuclear weapon under any circumstances. We can't let that happen. So the reporters should be happy. They shouldn't be unhappy. They should be very happy. Because you know what we're doing? We're saving our country.
Yes, Mr. President, two questions. One on.
Is there more? Is there more? We'll get to that here in just a minute. But I did want to say, like, for the people that are like saying, like, oh, Trump, you know, he would never say that. Well, do you not remember this? Do you not remember this about Israel?
Violated the peace agreement.
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Oh man. You love to see it. You love to see it. King Trump, the GOAT. Yeah, so Zwane informed me that YouTube does not allow you guys to send me a $7,000 super chat. Way to bring the mood down, Zwane. Okay. I didn't need to know that you can't send the $7,000. Okay. I didn't need to know this. But I've confirmed it with the video that I just played. Cast. Let's see here. Movie erotic. Got that. Careful. Don't use common sense. Means you're paid by Israel. Clearly I'm not. We can't even get $7,000 super chats around here. Narco says, I can't send a funny super about any of this because YouTube censors. We need to shift to Rumble. You're welcome to be on Rumble or Kick. We are live on both. We are live on both platforms. And you're welcome to go wherever you enjoy supporting. It's okay with me. Loser Alter Ego says, I can't afford to send much, but could we celebrate my service dog in training, pulling me to safety before having a seizure? I'm so proud of him. That's awesome. Round of applause in the chat. That is awesome. Round of applause. Dogs are the best. So can we please celebrate his service dog in training, pulling him to safety before having a seizure? Round of applause in the chat. Look at that. Chat's hyped, as they should be. Yeah, dogs are the best. They really are. James says, need Geeks and Gamers fear the beardo, too fat, too furious hoodies, ASAP. I live my life a quarter pounder at a time. JDT says, Israel drops huge loads. Huge. The Under Armour Gamer says, I started a new YouTube channel and I was wondering, do tags and descriptions still matter at all? All hail King Figbra of the 199. So I don't know the answer to that question. Do tags and descriptions matter? I can tell you that I don't use tags and descriptions, but I am a very different YouTuber than most. I don't even try to work the algorithm that much anymore because YouTube has changed so much. So like case in point is all of my CobraCast streams are titled CobraCast 199. So I don't really work the algorithm that much. I should, and I would get more views if I did. But I would say just focus on SEO, which is search engine optimization, which is your titles, your main title for your video and your thumbnail. Those are the two most important things, in my opinion. Thumbnail and title are really all that matters. And then the quality of the content that you're making. So that's the best I can tell you. But yeah, I haven't used tags and descriptions in years. I don't pay attention to them. But good luck. Good luck. Dark Obsidian says this stream is sponsored by Cobra brand Cobra coffee. Jimmy Ray says, I'm paying you in installments. 999 more to go. Shalom. Look at that. A $7 super chat. We're going to get $1,007 super chats on this stream. I'm okay with that. Jimmy Ray, I'm going to hold you to it. 1,000. All right, let's see. So $1,007 super chats on this stream. That'll be a fun catch up. Okay. Next up, we got to talk about Marco Rubio. because Black Conservative Perspective has this: angry Black Democrat rage quits, then storms out of hearing after Marco Rubio destroys gotcha question. Hail to Greg. Let's freaking go.
Look, mass migration is a national security threat to any country that experiences it. It's bad for the transit countries too, by the way, because it fuels and feeds these transnational groups that traffic not just in human beings, they traffic in drugs, they traffic in weapons and anything else you can imagine. So I think one of the biggest threats specific to the Western Hemisphere, but be true throughout the world, is these transnational, they call them criminal groups, they're really transnational terrorist groups that among many of the things they do is traffic in human beings. So mass migration is not good for any country that has to absorb it, and Europe is now facing the consequences of that, but mass migration is also not good for the migrant because they're abused along the way, and it's destructive and disruptive to all the countries in the region that have to experience it. So today we do not have a mass migration event, and every country along that route in Central America is grateful for it because that's less money and that they have to spend and less resources that are being taxed and less of a burden that they're having to carry.
Thank you for that. And frankly, thank you for demonstrating that we just needed leadership.
A racist, Mr. Secretary, would do what happened to Ruby.
Are you calling me a racist?
A racist.
I'm asking a question.
Reclaiming my time, asking him to shut up.
That's a pretty.
Shut up.
Up.
Shut up. It's my time.
I'm not going to let anybody call me a racist, Chairman.
I have not seen this particular clip at all. This is amazing. This is amazing.
Time asking him to shut up.
That's a pretty.
Shut up.
Up.
Shut up. It's my time.
I'm not going to let anybody call me a racist, Chairman.
I never called him a racist. It's my time.
It is, gentlemen. Will suspend.
He will not.
Tell him to shut up.
Gentlemen, suspend. No, the gentleman will suspend.
No one will call me a racist. I'm Cherokee too. My family has been pretty tolerant.
I ask that my time be restored. I ask that my time be restored.
The clock has been stopped since I suspended the clock.
I will continue to interrupt as long as someone's sitting there assuming
I agree.
calling me a racist.
And as I said before, there will be no addressing anyone's character in negative way.
Dude, Democrats are completely out of control. Their brains are broken. They have a mental illness. This is insane. And the more that this is shown to the world, the better off we all are. Show everybody what they are, who they are, what they are all about. These people are absolutely unhinged.
Boy. So we got to talk about a big Marco Rubio, aka Big Cojones Rubio. He ain't little no more. Highlight reel, okay, as he's going to take on Democrats asking these gotcha questions one by one in a hearing that's supposed to be about foreign affairs, right? But Democrats want to make the hearing about everything except what the meeting is supposed to be about because they have no interest in actually getting their questions answered. They're just trying to get gotchas, right? They want moments for the camera so that they can post on social media for their followers, their constituents to send them money. And again, this has become a clown show, right? I don't even know why they do these hearings anymore. They need to change the rules. They need to actually start allowing individuals to talk, to speak during these hearings. I mean, they're showing up to talk, right? So they should be allowed to talk. And I think what happened here during this hearing, where you're going to have this woke Black Democrat woman walk out of the hearing after not even wanting to get her question answered, I think it's going to be a clear example of exactly what this has become about. So without further ado, let's go through some of the gotchas that Democrats tried to get against big Marco Rubio, who's been piling up wins here lately in Latin America. I mean, the Down Road Doctrine is really something to behold. Is being orchestrated by Marco Rubio. The guy's extremely competent, and I just love the way that he handles himself. So let's go ahead and get into this.
Sleeping right next to you.
No, he's not.
If Donald Trump cannot stay awake at these important meetings where the cameras are rolling, imagine what he's like when the cameras are not there. So I'm going to ask you, have you been at classified meetings where Donald Trump has fallen asleep or had trouble staying awake?
I've never been at any meeting where, and the things you're showing me now, he was not falling asleep. And I think
so.
it's
You're
outrageous
lying
that I'm before
again.
the Foreign Affairs
You're
Committee
lying
of the United States
consistently
House of Representatives
to
asking
Congress.
about sleep.
You're
This
lying
is a
to
joke.
Congress, Secretary Rubio. So I'm going to show you another video in a moment.
Respond to that, other than to tell you that it's absurd and ridiculous. And I can't believe we're in a Foreign Affairs Committee meeting in front of the House, an important time in American foreign policy.
Just keep lying,
Answering
Secretary Rubio.
questions
Just keep
from a
lying.
so-called, supposedly someone who thinks he's a medical expert when he's not. The truth of the matter is we had a cognitively impaired president in office a few years ago.
Yep.
That's a cognitively impaired president, but I don't like to talk about that because it weakens America. This president we have, this is a guy that literally doesn't sleep. He works day and night, long hours, every single day. I don't know if you haven't seen him in 8 days. I saw him yesterday. I didn't see him today, but yesterday because I was in Congress the day before. I talked to
Hey, look, Rapid Response 47 was trolling everybody the other day. They were posting pictures like this of reporters, and they were like, look at that. They're like, Brianna, is it Keller, says nap went perfectly after falling asleep live on air. This is Rapid Response 47. And it just took all these pictures of people with their eyes closed. And they're like, they're all falling asleep. They're napping. Like right here. Look at this. Renowned health expert falls asleep on the air. Sad. So good. Right here. Dana Bash falls asleep ahead of her 55th birthday next month. What is going on? Jake Tapper. Flashback. Fake Tapper appears to doze off throughout his show. Again, if that's the game that these idiots want to play, then go for it, okay? Then go for it. We could play those stupid games.
him at all hours of the day and night. He works inhumane hours. Okay, I've been on foreign trips with the president that he doesn't sleep in the whole flight. And everyone else is sleeping on the plane, and he's, wandering the hallways looking for someone to wake up and talk to that people are. So I don't know what you're referring to, but he has an incredible amount of energy. I'm just telling you, you may not like his policies. You may not like his policies. You may not like the decisions he's made, but I assure you, this is not a president that sleeps or is cognitively impaired in any way, shape, or form. And in fact, is incredibly active, much more so in many cases than much younger people that are around him. Those are facts. I see it every day. You're not going to agree because you have another narrative that you want to push, but those are the facts.
I just showed you.
Wow. Big Marco. Oh my God. He's so good. Marco
He really
Rubio
is good.
So good. I love this guy. Honestly,
But,
I
hey,
can't lie to you.
But according to someone that I think some of you at least used to be a fan of, all right, Sean Ryan and Megyn Kelly, according to them, Marco Rubio and JD Vance are just yes men for Donald Trump. What's up, Gary? Hail Gary in the chat. Have you seen this clip right here?
Kind of like that time
I hate that I got placed in that. I never even wanted Trump to win until he was the only guy to vote for. But
well, that's the problem, is that elections remain binary choices. So it's like, do I wish I had voted for Kamala? Hell no.
that's not what I meant. I meant during all the other people that were running
Yeah.
for the Republican side, I was like, please just get one of these other people in.
Yeah.
And then when he got it, I was like, oh, fuck. And then I was like, please don't put anybody that's worth a shit in the administration because you're going to be garbage afterwards. There's no chance, especially right now.
You're not feeling optimistic about JD Vance 2028?
No, or Rubio, or anybody that's in there, because they're all yes men fucking puppets.
Oh.
Now they're all talking about Catholicism, which I think is fucking hilarious.
Well,
let's talk about Catholic. Oh, you're a fucking Catholic all of a sudden?
There's no way to be in the Trump administration without being a yes man. You won't last.
The fastest growing Christian denomination in the world right now. Now all of a sudden we're going to advertise that we're fucking Catholic. Right.
Unbelievable. But that's the latest from those clowns right there. Also, I see you guys are trying to help Jimmy Ray. I'll get on it. 798 to go. Look at that. You mean 998 to go, buddy. Okay? 998. We started out with 999. Okay? Not 798 BMCCB. What are we doing? Are you testing to see if I'm retarded? I am. Jimmy Ray's not. 998 to go. And May embarrasses, pitch in to help Jimmy Ray. Look at that. Such a nice chat. We have a nice chat around here. Alex Aerocave says 23 months as a member. 23, the number of the GOAT Michael Jordan. Also Meta PC code 199. BMCCB says crap for $7. It's just like everybody's sending $7. What the fuck?
Rubio is talented. He is very, very, very talented. I love the way that he set this dude straight. He's like, look, we had a cognitively impaired president, but I don't even like to talk about it because it hurts America.
Mar Millen on Rumble for $7.
Right? Masterclass.
889 to
because
go.
These people, these Democrats now all of a sudden are concerned about something that they told us was fake when Joe Biden was in office, right? Joe Biden falling asleep, wandering off, getting lost, not knowing where he's at, right? We all saw that on camera. Democrats said it was a far-right conspiracy theory to point out that Joe Biden was clearly cognitively impaired, right? He was clearly declining. Clearly, he was in over his skis. He wasn't really running the country. Now, all of a sudden, they're concerned because the mainstream liberal media.
It's all projection. It's all like in the Democrats' mind, what happened was that, that Republicans and conservatives, in their mind, is what I'm trying to say here. In their mind, they attacked Joe Biden for being sleepy Joe Biden. Okay? That was what Republicans did. And it was clearly effective because Trump won. So they think because it was just a tactic, they're not smart enough to realize that it's not because it was a tactic. It's because it was true. And everybody saw it. Everybody realized it. It wasn't just because the Republicans used this as an attack. It's because it was a valid attack. But Democrats now are going, well, hey, they were pretty effective with that sleepy Joe Biden stuff. So maybe we should start attacking Trump like that. Because Democrats are stupid. They're very, very stupid.
Has a few photos of Trump with his eyes closed, right? Or from an angle where it looks like his eyes are closed doing a meeting. And now they're trying to claim that the president's falling asleep, that he's cognitively impaired, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, he's clearly in much better shape than Joe Biden, right? He's clearly in much better shape than a lot of Democrats in Congress. Let's keep it 100. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, James Clyburn. I mean, some of the oldest.
He is a young, vibrant man. Okay.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know.
Macho man, yeah.
Guys, oldest members of Congress, Trump is in much better shape. Certainly in better shape than Joe Biden was, right, at this time during his presidency. So, these people who are all of a sudden now concerned about possible cognitive decline in the president, it's performative. It's nonsensical, right? And that's the way that Marco Rubio is treating this, is nonsensical, but because it is. This is not serious, right? This is not serious.
Last question.
I did see this clip.
Mr.
I've seen this one. This clip is this woman was very, very annoying. And by the way, this chat has lost their minds. Let's fucking go, says Andrew. Tossing in my share, 986 to go. Teresa says, BMCCB says, what the F, Goodyear was right. 7 times 1,000 equals 7,000. Jimmy Ray says, I double checked my ledger, 842 to go. I don't even know what the hell you guys are talking about anymore.
The 2020 presidential election.
I'm not here to answer a question. We're talking about 2020. This is a foreign affairs committee.
Okay, great. You can't answer the question, even though we all know that President
Biden won. I don't answer the question because the Secretary of State, I do not participate in domestic political issues.
This is not about domestic political issues. This is about our democracy.
You're asking me to opine, just like I don't do campaign rallies.
It seems like
I don't do because as Secretary of State, we're not supposed to. That's been the long tradition of the department. And you should know that if you've been on this committee for any period of time.
Mr. Secretary, it seems like you have an issue admitting facts. You can't say that the president lost the 2020 election, just like you won't admit President Trump is losing this reckless war of choice, and just like you couldn't admit that the shoes the president bought you were too big. You clearly don't know what winning means, and not because the facts are unclear to you, it's because telling the truth would cost you your job, and the American people are entitled to a Secretary of State who tells them the truth even when the president doesn't want to hear it, and my constituents, our service members, deserve better. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
They just practice these things, and here's what I'm getting. This is the energy I'm getting, okay? Hang on. As soon as I heard it, this is the energy I'm getting. We all remember, okay? We all remember this moment. We remember when Chris Christie, during the debate, remember Trump didn't show up to the debate, and Chris Christie stood there all night in the mirror in the bathroom looking at his fat belly, and he practiced this line, and he goes, this is going to win me the election right here. This is going to win me the election, this one right here.
And I want to look at that camera right now and tell you, Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself. I know you're watching, okay? And you're not here tonight, not because of polls and not because of your indictments. You're not here tonight because you're afraid of being on the stage and defending your record. You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
Dude, he thought it was over. Like, you just knew he was telling his family, he's like, honey, I'm going to crush Trump tomorrow. I'm going to end Trump tomorrow. I'm going to look right in that camera, and I'm going to give him a nickname. Trump gives all these people these nicknames. I'm going to give Trump a nickname. He was so proud of himself. It's so funny.
Doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
He was so proud of himself. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so her running that line right there, very reminiscent of that. You know, she had this planned out. She had this planned out. Thank you, Veronid, for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you.
I don't know what shoes she's talking about. What is she talking about?
Thank you.
Representative Burchett, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If you'd like to answer any of that.
Yeah, I don't know about the
I'll
shoes.
give
I mean,
you a
he gave me
minute.
some Florsheim shoes. They're actually pretty good. They fit fine. I don't know what she's talking about. And maybe that's what she's referring to.
Your shoes look very nice today, Mr. Secretary.
How can you see them? They're way down here. We're talking about shoes. Are you guys kidding me? I mean, is this the Foreign Affairs Committee or is this like a circus? What is this?
I think it's a
Let's go.
circus, but I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's a clown show, right? That's what it is.
It's absolutely
It
ridiculous.
is a clown show. It's a circus. Like, that's literally what it is. That's what Democrats have made it, because that's what it's about for them, right? It's about putting on a show. That's what it's about. Nothing more, nothing less. Asking questions about the 2020 election, not relevant at all to a foreign affairs hearing. And that's what Democrats have come to ask the Secretary of State about the 2020 election. I got you, right? You can't make this up. So we got another Democrat who's going to try Marco Rubio, and she's going to get so upset that she's going to storm out of the hearing because Marco clearly is not going along with her little stunt here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Oh, I saw some clips of this one too. Let's see. You see that clip of Jim Norton on the Theo Von podcast, Norton bragging about his new wife. We're trying to round up those 7K shekels for you. I don't think I've seen that one. If somebody wants to tag me on Twitter, I haven't seen that one. Let's see. Look at you guys are still dropping $7 super chats. Well, this was a 5. Here's a 7 Mossad shekels. Damn, dropping in my share. Why are we working for Mossad? I don't know. I don't make up the rules around here. Baba Yogi, I'm German Jew. The internal conflict hurts. Delta Dragon says more shekels for you. You guys are absolutely retarded, and I love it. Over on Rumble, well, whatever says Rumble won't let me send 7, just 5 or 10. So you sent 10. I appreciate that.
administration in American history.
Well, that's
we're
your
talking
opinion.
pardons for sale. We're talking.
Oh, we're cooking now. Zwanny for $200 installment towards the 7,000 that YouTube want to allow. We'll show them. Wait. I'll go back to yours in a minute, Zwanny. I saw this one. Sending 10 instead of 5. Fake you. That was so good. Thank you, Zwanny, for the $200 super chat towards the 7,000. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Zwanny, as always. Codifier says, I don't know how to give you $7, so here's 10. Yeah. You see that? Now we're working. Little Jim Halo says, wait, we're working for Mossad with the Ducks. There we go. You guys are insane. All right, let's back this up a little bit.
Let's go ahead and get into it.
This is the most corrupt administration in American history.
Well, that's
we're
your
talking
opinion.
pardons for sale. We're talking about no bid contracts to those on Trump's family and friends plan. We're talking about a $1.8 billion slush fund. And I think that's corruption. The American people think that's corruption. They want to know if you think that's corruption.
Okay. Number two, this goes right to the point of transparency. You're absolutely wrong about the way the money flows. It's pretty straightforward, and I'll share.
So I'm going to have to reclaim
So
my
when-
time again because
well, then,
the
what kind of
question about
process is this? They get to
corruption-
ask
the
questions and you don't get to
question about-
answer?
It's my time. The question
I don't know
about
about you.
corruption.
You're supposed to ask a question and let him answer. That's part of your time. Your time is not to speak the entire time. Your time is meant for you to ask a question and let the person answer the fucking question. Typical Democrat bullshit right there. Mar Millen says the 510 issue is a mobile thing. He sent it for $7, by the way. Thank you, Mar Millen.
When is it
is
my
really
time?
important
So why am I
because
here if I don't
you
get to answer
can't
your
call
questions
out-
or your defamatory statements?
Reclaiming my time,
Reclaim.
Mr.
I want
Chair.
you to, but I want to reclaim. Well, do I get time?
This
Because you
is
make
my
these
time,
defamatory
Mr. Chair.
statements and no one can talk here.
If
This
you
is crazy.
can't call out corruption in this country, then how can you call it out in another
Well, I can't say
country?
anything 'cause you
That
won't
is
let me
the
speak.
question. It is about credibility and your credibility. And your credibility meter is on empty right now. This
See,
oil.
these guys
who
just get to talk and I don't get to
who
answer?
determines the barrels of oil that get
Why-
sold? How
but you
many
won't let
of them?
me
At
answer your
what
question.
price
I have
does
an
it
answer
get
for your
sold?
question.
Where is it going?
Oh, I get it.
will
They
let
have to
you.
use their time for me to answer
The
your
onus
question.
is on you to
a
prove
joke.
that there is no corruption happening.
Well, how do
That
I
is
prove it if
your
you don't let me talk?
responsibility as the Secretary of State. And you know what? Normally we would have access to that data. That's the
You do. You
transparency.
just don't know where
but
to
you're
look.
not showing us any receipt. Well, then show us.
But
do you
you won't.
commit? Do you commit to coming back here with whoever the person is who is monitoring the sales of the oil? Bring them before this committee.
Can I
show the
reclaim my
receipts.
time?
Have the documentation. You don't have this time yet. I am talking about your credibility and evidence, not your talking points, because talking points are never a replacement.
It's the same exact thing I always say. Just never interrupt your enemy when they are making a mistake. Trish, thank you for the $10. And you are correct. It's so weird how they just say shit. And they do. They absolutely do. My goodness.
Replacement for transparency
I agree,
and
but that's what you're saying. You're saying
documentation.
talking
And
points
we
without an
have not-
answer.
We are 5 months into this and no audits. Zero visibility into the
100%
contracts that are
false.
awarded.
100%
Zero
false.
Unfortunately,
transparency about where the
Representative
money
time has
is
expired.
going.
Representative Salazar is recognized.
Yes. And giving contracts with no transparency
Can I
is
borrow your
exactly
time
the
to
reason why
answer?
you shut down USAID. So practice what you preach. I yield my
Oh,
time.
she gets to scream now too? Scream
Chairman,
and
can we
shout.
take down her words?
I'll give you some time. I'll give
Yeah.
you some of my time. Then you just
Okay.
just
Oh God,
change
what
the
kind of thing
energy.
is this? What is this? You get asked questions for 5 minutes and you don't get time to answer. It's not a hearing.
I think you said clown
Like a
show
dunk
before.
tank?
I
What
don't,
is
I don't
this?
have to tell you. I don't. I'll
I've
give
even
you
used their time. How can I answer the question? They don't even give me time. I've had to use their time to answer your questions.
Yes.
All right, whatever.
All right. In
Why
my
is she leaving? I'm going to answer her questions.
I will.
Oh, she's going. Okay, I got it. Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah. So let's play this part of it, right? So you guys can see from the front Rubio's perspective.
Americans in my
Why is she
community.
leaving? I'm
So
going to answer her questions.
I will.
Oh, she's go. Okay, I got it. Well, thank you for coming.
All right, so we're going to talk about. I just want to.
Unfortunately,
Transparency about where
Representative's
the
time
money
has
is
expired.
going.
Representative Salazar is recognized.
Yes.
And giving contracts with no transparency
Can I
is
borrow your
exactly
time
the
to
reason
answer?
why you shut down USAID. So practice what you preach. I yield my
Oh,
time.
she gets to scream now too? Scream
Chairman,
and
can we
shout.
take down her words?
I'll give you some time. I'll give
Yeah.
you some of my time. Let me just.
Okay.
Just.
Oh God,
change
what
the
kind of thing
energy.
is this? What is this? You get asked questions for 5 minutes and you don't get time to answer. It's not a hearing.
I think you said clown
Like
show
a dunk
before.
tank.
I
What
don't,
is
I don't
this?
have to tell you. I don't. I'll
I've
give
even
you
used
ti-
their time. How can I answer the question? They don't even give me time. I've had to use their time to answer your questions.
Yes.
All right, whatever.
All right. So I don't need to tell you that in my community, the city that I represent, the city of Miami, you're one of the most illustrious representatives, and that we're very proud of you, not only the Cuban Americans, but the Hispanic Americans in my
Why is she
community.
leaving? I'm
So
going to answer her questions.
I will.
Oh, she's go. Okay, I got it. Well, thank you for coming.
All right.
Marco is on point, dude. He crushing them with kindness. But the bigger picture here is just how embarrassing these Democrats are. It is unbelievable.
So we're going to talk about. I just want to.
Yeah. So you see that, you heard that, right? What is this? It's an ambush. That's what it is. It's a show. That's what it is. Oh, how am I supposed to answer the question? She doesn't give me time. They don't want you to answer the questions, right? They claim they want answers to questions, but that's not actually what they want, right? What they want is for them to accuse you of a bunch of.
Well, what they want is they want an opportunity to scream at Trump administration officials without them being able to say anything back. And in the most simplistic form, this is their hatred towards Trump, and they are directing it towards anybody within the administration. But it also goes beyond that, because what you have to understand is their hatred also extends to people like you and me, anyone that supports Trump, anyone that doesn't line up with them. They hate you. And you're seeing that hatred right there in front of everyone. Her hatred for Rubio is the same hatred she has for you, for me, for anyone that doesn't line up with them. They hate you. Period. Point blank.
Defamatory stuff, right? Of corruption, of whatever, and then they don't want you to be able to answer. They want to get it all on video, right? Of you not being able to answer the question while they accuse you of a bunch of stuff, and then they walk out, which is exactly what that woman did. Yo, it's so wild, man. Democrats should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves. Okay. There's absolutely zero reason why they have to act like this. But let's be real. I mean, this is how they act because they don't have anything else, right? It's like dealing with children. It's like talking to children. That's what it felt like watching Marco Rubio deal with these people. So shout out to Big Rubio, man. Shout out to Big Marco.
Rubio is on point, man. He has, this is the greatest redemption story I have seen in politics. If you remember, go back. Before the election, I hated Rubio. Remember when the rumors were that Trump was considering Rubio for VP? And I'm like, dude, if Trump's considering Rubio for VP, I might not vote for Trump. Like, that's how much I couldn't stand Rubio. Could not stand him. And then when Trump brought him in as Secretary of State, I was furious. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? What are we doing? The dude has won me and many others over. Big Marco is crushing it. He really is. Cash, what up? Cash for 20. F&T set a standard last week. More women, less beardo. I counted 5 women last week. Take a guess who number 5 was. Hint is the good version. I'm not saying more women on streams, just less beardo. Hail the fellowship and the 199. What's up, Cash Kester? You know what? Beardo absolutely will be on main event till the end of time because he's so damn funny. I don't know if he intentionally tries it, but he just is so fucking funny. Same with Jay, but it's for different reasons, but they both have incredible comedic timing. It's different. It's definitely different, but they both just have this unintentional comedic ability that is unreal. And last night, I was legit crying on Main Event. I was in tears, and it was because of Beardo. Zombie Squeaks for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. TJ says, God save us. Good Lord, these people are all crackheads. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Echo Base Nick says, have you been keeping up with this bricks and minifigs scandal? Absolutely insane. I really haven't. I know it's taken the internet by storm. I guess, again, if enough people keep bringing it up, I'm going to look into it. I am hosting daily Thursday and Friday. So I will be there Thursday and Friday. That's where I'll talk my entertainment stuff. There's so much shit to talk about in entertainment right now that it's kind of hard to keep up with all the stuff going on with the box office. You got Masters of the Universe. You've got the God of War situation happening. Odyssey stuff is out there. By the way, I'm just going to say it. I don't give a shit. That Odyssey poster they dropped was awesome. I don't give a fuck. Everything else about this movie, all of the publicity has been a disaster. That Odyssey poster they dropped today was fucking badass. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That thing was fucking awesome. Hopefully the movie doesn't suck, but I did like that poster. Can I show it? Yeah, let me pull it up. Let me go find it. Let's see. The Odyssey. This is the official account right here. Here's the poster right here. That is a fucking cool ass poster. I don't give a shit what nobody says. That is awesome. Doesn't mean anything though, because the casting has been disastrous. But that's a badass poster. So I like it. But it's still going to be flooded with negativity because I'll be honest, I am shocked at how much backlash this movie's getting. I'm not saying Christopher Nolan can't overcome it, but I am definitely questioning it. I'm definitely questioning it. But either way, we'll talk more about that on Geeks and Gamers Daily. But yeah, Nick, I just haven't been following that story too much. To be clear, I just don't care about Legos at all. I just don't care. Legos are like completely not something I've ever been into. I guess when I was a kid, I was like into them a little bit, but Legos are so damn expensive that I don't care. Let's see. JDT199 says, what they want is to create a sound bite for the media. That is true. That is true. Movie Roddick says, 7K insanity, my fault. Total I gave is $6. Forgive me. It's all right. It's all right. Bill Herb says, here's your 7K for you, Jer. Isn't that nice? The Mass Marvel says, I don't like you enough to give you $7. I respect the honesty. I absolutely do. Phil says, I'm on mobile, so this has to do. I'll take it. Darth Gavel says 7K mobile shekels. Heavy D says, since it's June, which celeb is the bigger fig? Rosie O'Donnell or Pedro Pascal? Pedro, big time. I said celeb that time, by the way. I did say it. Let's see. ACC says 20 NOK is 7,000 USD. Trust me on this, bro. Trust me. Godzilla's Greaser says we laugh at Jay. We laugh with Jay. We laugh at Beardo. Durka says Beardo funny. Ass. Wait, hang on. Beardo funny as fuck. Yeah, I got the joke. Coopster says, Jeremy, why are you streaming? Reclaiming my time. Why are you a great grifter? Reclaiming my time. Why won't you answer my question? Reclaiming my time. Sir, you are guilty of not answering questions. Welcome to the Democratic Party. Marmilla says, I don't give a fuck about Legos. This goes way beyond that. I will look into it. Tomorrow on Daily, I will educate myself and I will talk about it. Deal? All right? Because I've got to do Daily Thursday and Friday. So I will handle it. So we'll talk about it. Who will be on Daily with me tomorrow is the question. Okay? Who will be on Daily? Who do you guys think? Chat. Now, with that said, I got to show you this. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier with the gifted membership. Thank you. Appreciate it. I got to show you this. Oh my gosh. Bookmarks are still messing up. Now, word is that President Trump is going to be at Game 3 of the NBA Finals at Madison Square Garden. Game 1 is happening tonight, I believe. But so that's going to be interesting to cover that because of the reaction from the audience. Maybe he'll be up in the, one of the boxes. I don't know. I doubt he's going to be down on the floor, but that will be interesting to see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so check this out. They are rigging the election as we speak in California. As we speak. All right? Here we go.
Comfortably based on the we'll go to the runoff. We believe very comfortably based on the Associated Press reporting from the votes overnight that she now currently leads in that mayor's race. So really the second place finisher will advance, and that's either Pratt or that's Rahman. But Pratt right now is sitting in a very good and comfortable position. So how do they vote in Los Angeles? Massive, sprawling town. Here are the neighborhoods. Pacific Palisades hit by the fires. Westwood, that's where UCLA is. Hollywood, and of course, downtown LA. To show you a bit of a comparison, we went back to the results in Los Angeles from 4 years ago. This is not the primary now. This is the mayor's race and how it ended up. Karen Bass was the winner over Rick Caruso. Caruso was a Republican, then an independent. He ran as a Democrat, but this is where Caruso did best. Pacific Palisades, okay, in the neighborhoods to the north. Karen Bass did best in downtown LA, Hollywood, and East LA. And we'll see eventually once we get to November if indeed those.
So right here, just in, ramen noodle is strongly gaining on Spencer Pratt in the late mayor mail-in drops. Of course, mail-in drops nearly 24 hours after the polls close. If this keeps going, it will get much closer. In one drop, she closed 3,000 votes, now trailing by 37,000. This is retarded. This is absolutely ridiculous. And it's all because of mail-in ballots. It's all rigged. They're cheating. It's ridiculous. John freaking Murdoch. Hey, Jeremy, I started paying the $7,000 in installments a few months ago, but I lost track. Does this mean I have to start over? By the way, did Ryan ever make it out of Japan? He did make it out of Japan. And do you have to start over? I'm going to be honest with you, John. I was keeping up with all of your payments. I was. But I forgot. So you're going to have to start over. I know if, listen, man, Alabama brain, this not very smart, so I was trying to keep up with it. I did. But I updated my phone and I lost some contact information and some of my notes. And so you're going to have to start over. I'm really sorry about that, man. I really am sorry. My apologies. But I appreciate you understanding in this difficult time. Thoughts and prayers to me. It's a very tough time for me. Thank you, John. Teresa says, Jeremy, have you seen how many other channels are using your opinion about the Odyssey on their channel? Lots of other Geeks Gamers clips are being used. I don't understand what you're saying specifically. Teresa, and I'm not asking you to send more super chats, but like, if you can just, when you type in the chat, I know Eric K or Jessica will see it. But I'm curious what you mean by that. First of all, I don't mind when channels clip me. They have the right to clip me. But if they're uploading full videos that are just re-uploads from regular videos, that's a problem. But clips is clips. We also have a lot of clips channels as well. Geeks and Gamers does. And then the 199, they have a lot of clip channels out there that I've blessed them to send. They can clip as much as they want. So I'd just be curious what you mean by that. But generally, it sounds like it's fine. But I appreciate you bringing that up. But if you tell the mods, they'll look into it. Yeah, people can clip me. There's no problem. Echo Base Nick says, just to be clear, it's not about Legos. It started off that way, but it's much bigger than that at this point. It's about corrupt corporations and corrupt police departments at this point. Yeah, I mean, Stephanie sent me a couple of links that I can watch. So I will look into it. I will cover this on Geeks and Gamers. So I will do that. But I appreciate it. Thank you. And not use. There's a lot of people talking about this. Absolutely. Wall off California tax. I don't think anybody's going to complain about that one. I don't think anybody's going to complain about that one. But this is a big problem right here with these mail-in ballots. It's absolutely insane. Yep, confirmed we're starting over. See, Zwani is already in the know. She knows what's happening. It's Rico stuff. Really? Is it that? Where's this guy from? Where's this situation taking place? What state? Is it a blue state or a red state? Curious about that. Let's see here. I'm looking to see what the chat says. It's in Utah? Okay. Good old Utah. So this right here, I saw, listen, I think that regardless of what happens in California, I think a new star has been born in California with Spencer Pratt. And he's what, in his earlier mid-40s or something like that? So he's got a long career ahead of him. A star has been born, and they are very worried about that. Here we got Benny Johnson talking with Ross Geller about this.
Hollywood would appreciate. Hollywood, Tinseltown, they love a good hero's origin story, and Spencer Pratt is on the hero's arc. Hollywood understands this guy because they understand the power of a great narrative. Let me tell you the story, Jesse, about a city that was overcome by crime and darkness and evil and corruption, and a man who stood against it all. The man's name is the Pratt Man. Pratt Man, Jesse, is a man who had his home burned down. Who does that remind you of? His home burned down. That's like a Marvel character like Tony Stark. They killed his hummingbirds, right? That's like John Wick. And they attacked his family. That's like Bruce Wayne. They're talking about the guy who rolls them all up into one and who stands against the darkness. And the light is coming because, Jesse, he overperformed last night. Democrats outnumber Republicans 5-1 in Los Angeles registrations, 2-1 across all of California. Yet Spencer Pratt is in a commanding #2 lead. This is the power of a great narrative. All he has to do is make the jungle primary. All he has to do is come in #2. And it is such an unbelievably embarrassing underperformance by the two Democrats. However, I'll tell you, man, what do they have to run on? Every single thing that you could critique in the city of LA, they did. So what are they going to talk about? You're the bad guy. You're the Joker. You're the evil person. You are the villain. And there's no other way to spin it. Spencer Pratt is the hero, and the people of LA, man, I'm not sure if he's the hero they deserve, but he's the one they need right now.
And he is a new star in politics. He's not going away. There's no way he goes away after this. Regardless of what the outcome ultimately is, he is a brand new star in California politics, and he is going to be heard for a long time.
Yeah, he's on a righteous crusade, and it looks like he's having fun, and that counts for a lot. Let's go up to Maine. The great state of Maine. They call it vacation land.
Oh, boy, this guy.
Pratt might be, or not Pratt, how dare I? Plattner might be on vacation soon. Apparently, another shoe's about to drop, and it's worse than the Nazi tattoo and the sexting.
How do you defend this? I don't know, man. I mean, how do you defend? They've been calling Donald Trump a Nazi for a decade. Is one of the first attacks against President Trump is that he's a white supremacist, and then they're running a guy who actually has it in the ink of his skin. And I guess the argument there is that he got it covered up, bro. So it's all good. It's like the ex-girlfriend tattoo you got in college. But try spinning that with your wife. It's not going to work out. I don't know exactly why they decided to all go in on this, but here's the big issue here, is because they play this game with us all the time, Jesse. If they're not disavowing him, that means they approve of the Nazis' symbolism. That means they approve of the sexting and the...
I mean, it's true, but like the bottom line is I do appreciate, obviously, Benny's saying a lot of the same things I say, and we've been saying for a long time, but like at some point in time, more has to be done than just using their gay tactics against them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we can use these pathetic tactics back against them, and that's great, and it's funny and all of that, but something more has to happen than just memeing backwards on them.
Creepy, perverted, dirty behavior on all the apps. It means that they embrace it. They play this game with Republicans all the time. So make them embrace it, right? Like make Barack Obama go up there and campaign with the Nazis, okay?
It's like, if you're applying common sense to this, which I like to all the time, there is no world where Democrats should have any power whatsoever in this country. There's no legitimate reason for it to be. They're terrible. They're incredibly unpopular. The attack machine that they put against Trump for the past 10 years has failed spectacularly. Yet, here we are, Democrats still within striking distance. It doesn't make sense. And common sense tells you that there's something more going on. Bill Herb says, why would anyone send Jeremy money? Why would anyone? And then Bill Herb drops 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Hell yes. Look at that. Gifties are flying tonight. Marco Reality says the news headlines just need to say Democrats cheat in election again. Let me guess, 90 to 100% of the mail-in ballots are the same or for the same person. Yes, you are correct. Unfortunately, you are correct. Darth Chad says, in true Jew fashion, here's the cheap chat. Hail the snake pit. Thank you. Zwani 450. I will take my walker and drag my old ass to vote Spencer if he ever makes it to presidency, assuming I'm still alive. Zwani, you have to live for a long time, or Geeks and Gamers probably will not be able to survive. So you have to live for a long time. Those are the rules. I don't make them up, but we have to follow them. So regardless of what your plan was, it shall be foretold. You have to be here for a long ass time. Okay. So, thank you, Zwani. Van Nielsen says that Jeremy was counting John's 7K like California counts votes. You mean John's? Is it John's? Or did you mean something else? That checks out. That does. Absolutely does. Okay. Man, I've done a good job of keeping up with the chat tonight. By the way, I did see this earlier. I want everybody to, it's going to be a little concerning at first, but you can't freak out, chat, okay? You promise you're not going to freak out. Something horrific happened today. Something terrible happened today. And I hope you're all prepared for what you are going to witness. Democrats are at it again. They're at it again, and they have to be held accountable. No promises, no promises. So, man, why is Twitter, I swear these bookmarks just do not work very well for some reason. I don't know why they don't work very well, but they don't. Give me a minute. And my DMs don't work good either on Twitter. So I hardly ever use, if you message me and I don't respond, there's a reason why, because Twitter DMs suck. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Paulina Luna was assaulted by a crazy lunatic leftist. TMZ obtained the video of the incident from Code Pink, where Representative Luna says a protester assaulted her. Let's watch the horrific video.
Cuban people
Right,
being
not a-
killed right now by a policy of cutting off oil, cutting off every single
So do
way
you
that
support
that government
Marco
can get money to
Rubio's
keep the hospitals
efforts
going.
to actually get aid to the people of Cuba? Because it doesn't sound like you do.
No, because Marco Rubio has been sanctioning the Cuban people, which is hurting them by the
He's
billions.
sanctioning the government,
By
and
the
he's
billions.
No, that hurts the people there. They have no power. You
You're-
are
oh, when's the last
misinformed.
time you were in Cuba?
Wait,
Whoa,
you just
okay.
touched me.
Oh,
Can we-
it was
No,
like,
wait,
I'm
no,
sorry.
It doesn't matter. You just touched me.
All right,
You're
I
going to
won't do
walk
that.
away right now, or I'm going to call Capitol Police.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
I will walk away. Bye-bye.
Violent leftist. A violent leftist attacked Anna Paulina Luna. We cannot, under any circumstances, allow this type of behavior. A violent and crazy leftist has attacked Anna Paulina Luna. The absolute hatred. Look at this. Look at the hatred.
They have no power. You are
When's the last
misinformed.
time you were in Cuba?
Whoa, okay.
Oh,
Absolutely horrific behavior from a crazy lunatic leftist.
Cuban people.
Just saying. That's the rules that the left plays by. But when I saw this, I was like, oh man, what happened? And I was like, oh, okay. Right here, hang on. Anna Paulina Luna reveals reveals to this person that she was assaulted during the Capitol Hill protest.
So I was questioning Senator Rubio on Code Pink, which is a foreign-funded organization, and I've been going after FARA, et cetera. And so as I was leaving, they were asking questions. I don't have an issue asking questions, but when you were berating me and trying to block me from being able to come vote, it's an issue. But I continued to answer them. I was walking out of Rayburn, and as we were trying to walk away from them, I guess they didn't like what I was saying. So one of the lead organizers actually smacked me. And so at that point, I broke contact.
Can you like reenact how you were hit? If just
I was literally walking, trying to walk away from this person, and they smacked me.
in what part of the body?
They smacked my arm.
Believe,
Are you-
believe all women, especially the hot ones. Believe all women.
You injured right now?
I mean, look, either which way, you don't touch anyone, especially if you don't like what they're saying. You cannot physically harm someone. You can't hit them. You can't block people from being able to vote. And so what I will say is I have filed charges. There's footage of this. They have multiple angles of this. There was multiple witnesses. We have people that filed statements as well. And I think that she's going to be getting in a lot of trouble. You cannot do that to people.
So yeah, I just saw you speaking with a group of police officers. That was you pressing charges.
Well, I'm giving my statements and they are basically investigating for assault. Yeah.
Okay.
So ultimately they determine whether or not we can actually press charges, but I think they have more than enough evidence. So we'll know later on today.
But if you're able to, you definitely will be
Yeah,
pressing
you can't hit people.
charges. What do you hope happens to the person?
Look, we live in a day and age when people feel like they can hurt people because they disagree with them politically. We've seen this happen to many conservatives, but I'm sure it also happens on the left as well. That's unacceptable. You shouldn't be doing that. I'm just glad that there was footage of it. And I think that we have more than enough evidence to hold this person accountable and responsible and let this person be a symbol to everyone else that's going to come up here and try to hurt people because they disagree with them.
So you were just walking out of the hearing, someone
Yes.
comes up and smacks you.
It was a group of Code Pink. I was specifically questioning Secretary Rubio on Code Code Pink's foreign funding ties and links to the CCP. And that was the group that was surrounding me. They at one point tried to block me from actually walking across the street to come vote, which you cannot do. And then when I did not give them responses that they liked, I got smacked.
Based off your conversations with police, and ultimately it's going to be up to their investigation, but do you think that this person's going to be arrested?
Yes, without a doubt.
For assault?
Yes.
If you could say something to that person right now, what would you say?
You cannot hit people because they disagree with you. That is completely against what this entire institution stands for. And by the way, if you care
What's up, Jay
about
Viper?
actual
Thanks for the raid.
Palestinians or Muslims, then why is it that you take money from a country that is currently engaging in imprisoning Muslims, Uyghur Muslims, in concentration camps, also known as China?
Damn. So she also said Code Pink is a CCP-funded op. And newsflash, you don't get to smack my arm if you don't like my responses or the fact that I questioned Secretary Rubio about your communist organization. I couldn't care less about how much random Democrats want to defend what happened. You don't get to touch me. You don't get to hit my arm. You don't get to come to my office and scream and yell. You can hate my politics all you want, but if you touch me, you cross the line. There it is, right there. Play with fire, get burnt. All right? So, there you have it. I saw everybody was like, wait, what happened? What happened? They're like, oh, and everybody played into it, and I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone understanding the seriousness of the situation, okay? Oh, no, Twitter just did it. I just saw a picture on my timeline of Marjorie Taylor Greene, Trader Green, I'm sorry, with that person that bumped into Anna Paulina Luna. Hang on. MTG Code Pink. Hang on. There's no way. Is that a real picture? Here it is, right there. They are domestic terrorists. MTG was the one who leaked Trump's location in D.C. when he went to eat and Code Pink swarmed Trump. You remember that? Do you remember that when they swarmed Trump at that dinner? I forgot about that. I didn't know that was Code Pink. Dude, that's scary. In fact, there's only one thing I can think when I see that.
You need to settle down. You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Both of you guys? Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
It never gets old. It truly never gets old. Oh, man, you love to see it. All right, I did want to watch this from Patrick Bet David talking about Spencer Pratt. So, and LA, let's see what these guys are talking about. At least they're not talking about pop culture.
It's going to happen. For me, I think the biggest superstar that made a big name for herself.
Dude, he stole Trump's hat design. He stole Trump's hat design. I kind of respect it.
Was Katie Porter. Not for the right reasons, but I think she's got a job at The View. I think she can be a rock star. And but if you look at for the governor race, that's where she was at. But for the mayoral race, Spencer Pratt, 30.4%. Okay, this is within 63% of votes. Karen Bass at the lead with 34.8. Nithya Raman, 22.3. Then it's the rest of the camp. So if it goes like this, Karen Bass for sure is not getting what she needs, the 51% or something like that. Yep. So there won't be anything going on. There is going to be a runoff, and it's going to go till November. And yesterday she tweeted something. She said, I love LA, and you would think the person that was in the lead would get hundreds of thousands of views and likes. Not really. It was 1,000 likes. People could care less about the announcement. Look, you may love LA, but we don't love you as much as you think we do. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And Rob, if you have a clip of Spencer Pratt, it was a great picture of him and his wife. Is this him at the end of it when they... Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Well, obviously God wanted 5 more months of me exposing all the failures of our mayor. So it's going to be a fun ride. I hope she's ready.
Are you ready?
I mean, I was born for this, clearly.
Born for this, clearly. Okay, what do you think, Brian? What do you think are the chances that by the end of it, this guy's got a chance of winning? Spencer Pratt.
By the way, he's got the greatest commercials ever.
He does. Yes, he does.
He's got everything going in his favor. He's got all the momentum. He's got the aura. He knows how to play to the media. He's got the viral, stuff on social media. I think he's got to make a lot of noise to overcome the cheating, though.
And he's been very creative. The best thing is that California has been a one-party state forever and ever. And so now that we have a Republican looking like he's going to be in the final two for governor and for mayor, this is fantastic. And that's what I think Republicans really need is a platform to be able to share their views rather than just being shut out in a one-party state.
Tom, how do you feel about it?
Well, mixed emotions. One, I'm really happy that now there's an alternative candidate and Angelenos aren't going to get snowballed in a primary where someone wins 51, we declare victory, and that's it. Now there's going to be, as they say, the jungle primary where there's multiple candidates. That's their word for it. I'm not saying anything derogatory. Is
there was no reason to say that you didn't. Like, what are we doing?
now down to 2. Now we have a traditional election, left, right, and I like that.
Saying it's not derogatory is derogatory. Like, what are we doing? Like, you can't say jungle now? Good God, man.
What worries me is Rahman at 22%. Those socialist voters that are behind her are almost certainly going to get behind Bass. So right now, Bass sits on about 53, 54, and it's going to take a decided effort by Spencer Pratt to expose things and to bring that down so that he can be sitting on, 51% come election day. But I'm glad that now all the drama's over. Rahman steps aside. We have 2 candidates. Let's debate and let's do many debates. And remember, she and Rahman did individual side-by-side debates that excluded Pratt. She can't run anymore, Pat. She can't run.
Who can't run anymore?
Karen Bass. She can't run from. She and Rahman did a side-by-side debate and excluded Spencer Pratt. It's over, baby. The jungle primary is done. You got to get on stage now and debate mano a mano.
But here's the reality of it. If we look at it today, every one of these votes here on the bottom, pretty much 80% of it would go to Karen Bass, right?
Except maybe Adam Miller. He was a independent, no party.
That's why I said 80% of it, right? So meaning Nithya's going to go to Karen. So if you put those 2 together, she's at 57. And then you have the rest of the group. Say you give Spencer a couple points. Let's say Adam Miller's folks go to Spencer Pratt. He's got
what's going to have to happen is, because here's what I think. And again, this is me not being from California, spent a little bit of time in California, but I know nothing of California from that perspective. But like, I would imagine that there's a lot of people in California, specifically in the Los Angeles area. But like, I would imagine there's a lot of people that are conservative and Republicans that just go, what's the point? Why would I even vote? We know what's going to happen. And so the idea is to wake those people up and say, hey, we got a candidate that can actually make some noise. So we know that you're used to being in a place that doesn't matter if you vote, if you're a conservative. You need to wake the F up now. That's the whole point. That's what I think should happen in this. That's got to be the point. There's got to be millions of people that you can affect to get out there and go vote.
But the worst part about this is the more this goes by, the more it hurts Karen Bass, period.
Yes.
the more.
Yes.
So if you thought he was doing marketing, you know what's happening now? Here's what's going to happen with Spencer Pratt now. When the market sees that you're a real player, now the bigger name players are going to come in that were kind of sitting this one out. Oh, so you have the fight? Oh, so you're really going in? Now I'm willing to put some money behind it. Now I'm willing to do an additional event for you. Now I'm willing to do this for you. So it'll be interesting as we're looking at this. And Humberto, do you have any thoughts on this?
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, we got this too, because Hassan was having a tough time last night. Hassan Piker having a tough time watching this.
I'm dying. Monterey, Becerra 28, Steyer 26, Hilton 23. First decent result for Steyer. Oliver Ma getting cooked. Yeah, I mean, look at the fucking top line. Look at the goddamn top line. Of course, Oliver Ma's getting cooked. Everyone's a fucking reactionary in this goddamn state, bro. California is literally a red state. Okay? Obviously, it's a red mirage, but still.
Oh, we just got LA. We just got LA mayor. I am told we got. Oh my gosh! Remember, I said we would get a gigantic batch, all at once, and we just did. So, take you through this. About 40% of the vote of all the votes that are going to be cast just got released here. We are talking about vote by mail again that arrived by election day. Some of this might have arrived a while ago. That's the type of vote you're talking about. There's Karen Bass, the incumbent, running at 38%. And there is Spencer Pratt running at 28% right now. As an 8-point advantage or a 25,000 vote advantage.
All right, what are we at? Oh, it's fucking done. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's Jover. It's so fucking Jover. That Nancy Pelosi endorsement cooked it. All right, Megaphonics is banned. California is done. California is over for me. Megaphonics, you're banned. With 37% of the votes. Shroika Chakrabarty is not even close to second position. Connie Chan is at 28%. Scott Wiener at 43%. Chudafornia is real. Redifornia is real. Megaphonics, you're banned. He's not even posting in the chat because he's probably at the Shroika party right now. I'm on my way to the Shroika party. I won't be in chat tonight. God bless you all. Salute. Yeah.
He cringed. Yeah, I cringed when he said Jover. Like, what are we doing? This guy is such a like. The fact that he is so concerned about this speaks volumes.
He doesn't even know he's gonna get banned tonight. California, Chudafornia. Javier Becerra finally arrives at the first place position. Steve Hilton is second place. A close second, though. Incredibly bad results so far. Hopefully this fucking turns around somehow. But LA Citywide shows that you put fucking weak Democrats, you put weak establishment Democrats, and you have strong Republican opposition. VIP him so he
Hassan, there's no such thing as a strong Democrat. Who is your strong Democrat, Hassan? Who is it? Bernie? Like, who is a strong Democrat right now? You can't even name one. Strong Democrat. That is hilarious to say. I mean, you want like this guy? This is your strong Democrat right here? Here we go.
When you have a president commenting on a march by Nazis and white supremacists, who then declares, well, there are nice people on both sides. Mr. President, there are no nice Nazis.
I'm not overly impressed by a squad of media running around saying, what do you think about the tattoo on Grand Platner's chest? Between you and me, there might be one or two more important issues.
Is that your superstar, Hassan? Is that your boy? Okay.
We can come home to something positive. He tried his best. Okay, that's actually true. I do feel bad. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. What this shows me is for the LA mayoral race, what this shows me is Los Angelinos want someone to kill homeless people. Like they want to vote for someone who will just shoot homeless people in the face. Oh my God. What a
dude. Are you kidding me? Holy crap.
The face. Oh my God. What a straight up naked disapproval of progressive politics in the fucking state, in the city. Straight up California. We're fucked. To be fair, we didn't have a lot of great candidates. Let's be real. There's not a lot of great candidates. I mean, there are some, but not here. But I mean, San Francisco is fucked, not because they did not like Shoykot anyway. It's fucked because Scott Wiener is at 43%. He literally gave 10.
I can't keep listening to him. I can't keep doing it.
First of all, we need to understand that these are not the full numbers.
Who the fuck
right?
are you?
We have mayoral rate 50. When
Who
you
the
look,
fuck are you?
Gonna go, I
have to vote for years. Our Republican
Who the
stuff is
fuck
there
are
so
you?
far asking who I think they
I mean,
He's not backing that. Make this
but they're saying the same thing.
right.
This is good. This is good. This is good that this is taking place. And by the way, the part that makes it exciting, this is an interesting clip to watch. But the part that makes it exciting is this guy is fearless. He's annoying to them. He's not backing down. He's doubling down. He's calling them out. You need somebody like that. Rob, go ahead and play this clip.
Because remember, the final piece of the puzzle that we won't know tonight, right, is the late arriving vote by mail. And we're talking about probably like a third of the vote in Los Angeles. We're probably not going to be getting until tomorrow and maybe days to come after tomorrow. The mail can still come in after Election Day. And there's indications, and there's certainly a ton of precedent here, that late arriving vote by mail is going to be significantly more Democratic friendly than all of the other vote. Meaning that would be good news for Bass.
Right.
That would be good news for Rahman. If she's going to come out of tonight behind Pratt, it's a huge if, but if she's going to come out of tonight behind Pratt, well, it's not a huge if at this point. She would then have the opportunity, if she's close enough, to catch him with that. But that is a 25,000 vote.
Somebody in chat said it couldn't be more obvious. Godzilla's agrees here. It couldn't be more obvious that they're rigging this. It can't be. Like, it's so fucking obvious to anybody with a half a fucking brain. I don't even have a full brain. I've only got a half of a fucking brain. I'm from Alabama. My parents might be brother and sister. I'm retarded. And even I know that they're rigging this. Every fucking body knows that.
Pad there. 8 percentage points that Pratt has managed to build with that vote by mail here. And if he can build that a little bit more with that Election Day vote, you know, when that comes in, that in-person polling place vote, if he's able to expand on that lead, it does take you into territory. We start to say, look, even if that late arriving vote is much more Democratic, has he succeeded in building the kind of pad he needs to finish above Rahman and to get into a runoff? You would say at this point, Bass. Those are, if you're.
So that's the mayoral race. The big game is around the corner.
So I don't know, man. With all the information that we're getting, it's not looking great with the mail-in stuff. I did have that one tweet from Eric earlier. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis just dropped the truth nuke on California. Florida processes more than 10 million votes in a matter of hours. California takes days and sometimes even weeks to count votes. It's pathetic.
Evening, right now, millions of votes are being counted in California as we speak. And the high-profile races for LA mayor and for governor there are not over yet. Both Democrat and Republican candidates battling to lead the historically blue city and state. NBC News, though, can project that the incumbent LA mayor, Democrat Karen Bass, will advance to the November election. But that second place spot is still up for grabs. And right now, former reality TV star Spencer Pratt, a conservative, is out in front of the progressive city council member.
You hear how they're already framing it? They're already framing this. So let me get this straight. So Karen Bass is already projected the winner. She's 4% ahead of Pratt. Okay? But Pratt is 8% ahead of Ramen Noodle. But we can't declare that he's going to win. Make it make sense.
Nithya Raman. Only one of them, though, can go head-to-head with the mayor in the general election this fall. Bass celebrating last night, but it's important to note this is the first time in 2 decades a sitting LA mayor has failed to win a majority outright and has been forced into a runoff. Pratt already saying he will be the one to move forward, but those outstanding votes are coming from those critical
Ramen splits the
ballots,
commie
which
vote.
by
I
law in
know.
California can be accepted up to 7 days after the election, as long as they're postmarked by Election Day and historically mailed.
So again, it just goes back to why can Florida count all of these votes in a matter of hours and California can't? They always have this plan where they're mail-in ballots. It's fucking insane, dude. What absolute corruption. But again, until conservatives and Republicans are going to do something about it, this is going to be the result every single time. President Trump did say he congratulates California governor candidate Steve Hilton on reaching first place. Now don't let them cheat. Congratulations to Steve Hilton on coming in first last night in the California governor or vote for California governor. If Californians are smart, which I know they are, they will put Steve into the governor's mansion and watch their state get better at a rate that has probably never been seen before. Never been seen before, guys. It's never been seen. It's the first time. That is who Trump endorsed, by the way. So there's that. ACC says, well, to be fair, I would touch APL 2 like a lot. Phil says, I'm not reading that one. Gregory says, Jefferson Davis literally left Congress in 1850s to fight a war. He even self-funded his platoon. This is ridiculous. Women suck. Thank you, Gregory. Gregory sent another 10 and says, Anna Paulina needs to toughen up and worry about them black kids rioting, hurting her constituents' businesses. Not a bad take. TJ says, gotta make it too big to rig, period. Agreed. And Heel Reps says, late to the stream, grift tax. Thank you, Heel Refs. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, with everything going on right now, it's just it's almost impossible to keep up with the world of politics and all the other stuff that we've got with pop culture, yada yada yada. The stuff in Iran, we've got elections going on. Man, the world of Trump never stops. We're never going to have it like this again. Don't forget, man. I've said it many times. I'll say it again. A lot of times we get real nostalgic for things that were, a decade ago or two decades ago or the 80s or the 90s. And I do that too. We will never, regardless, I don't care what you think of Trump, we will never experience politics like it is with Donald Trump as president. It will never happen again in our lifetimes anyway. It will not happen. Judicon says, that's why we tune in to you, D-Day Cobra. Well, I thank you, Judicon. I appreciate it. I'm a little behind on a lot. Well, I think I've done a pretty good job of navigating some of the news stories of today, but I have been very, very busy with IRL stuff. Whatever happened to the hentai virus? I guess that one false started because they really, really, really wanted to get that one going. And I think people just laughed in their faces and they're like, I guess we can't get this one going. It will if Barron Trump runs. I mean, I don't want to unfairly put the weight of the world on, a 19-year-old kid or 18, whatever he is. I hope Barron Trump gets into politics down the road. I think it's impossible to forecast that. I think it's impossible to assume that. And even if even if he said he had these political aspirations, it's also impossible to hope that he lives up to Donald Trump's aura and everything like that. It kind of goes into like NASCAR. You guys know I'm a NASCAR fan. Dale Earnhardt Jr. had the weight of the world, the NASCAR world, on his shoulders when Dale Earnhardt, hit the wall at 2001 Daytona 500. And the entire world of NASCAR essentially looked to Dale Jr. to be the intimidator. He wasn't the intimidator. He was never going to be the intimidator, but he turned out to be a great guy and a great spokesman for NASCAR, and he carried NASCAR on his shoulders for decades. But he was not Earnhardt. He was nowhere near Earnhardt because no one was going to be Earnhardt. And no one's going to be Donald Trump. It's just not going to happen. But I do hope that, whatever Barron decides to do down the road, it's going to be interesting for sure. But Trump is one of one. Absolutely one of one. And you're not going to get another guy like that anytime soon. So what's the Star Wars equivalent? In reference to what I just said. Oh, you know what? I have something for you. Speaking of Star Wars, okay? I was going to play this on Daily tomorrow, but I'm going to play it for you wonderful people here in the chat because it's just so good, okay? It's just too good. Are you ready for this? AI is out of control. But this was some of the best AI stuff I have seen. This is next level. Here we go. Jerry Springer, who's your daddy?
So Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru get killed by stormtroopers. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I'm still processing it all. And right before that, I meet an old family friend, an old hermit named Ben Kenobi, who lives in a cave near our farm. And Ben tells me, get this, that my dad was a Jedi Knight. Not a navigator, a Jedi. And he was his best friend. Quite an upgrade, right? And then he tells me my father was betrayed and murdered by another Jedi who turned evil, a guy named Darth Vader. Well, Luke. Ah! It's a trap! Speaking of Darth Vader, give him a hand, everybody. Darth Vader, come on out!
Obi-Wan never told you what really happened to your father.
No. Obi-Wan told me you killed him.
Jerry, let the truth be heard now.
In the case of Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, you are the father! That's not true! That's impossible!
Luke, search your feelings. You know it to be true. No! Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
I'll never join you! So, Vader, not sure cutting your son's hand off was the best move to win him over.
He'll be just fine. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
Insane, man. Absolutely insane. That is next level AI right there. That is next level. That is some damn good stuff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. BMCCB says, how is this AI better than the Mandalorian and Grok? I know. Those 2 minutes was absolutely insane. Well, actually, it should have been Mari Povich, says Gary. Gary, you don't get the Jerry chance and the fights. You didn't get the fights with Mari. The only thing that Mari would have been is, you are the father. So they carefully incorporated Mari into Jerry. I think it worked perfectly. Better than Mandalorian and Grogu, by the way. And I'm going to have to say, AI Mark Hamill is a better actor than real Mark Hamill. Okay? AI Mark Hamill, better actor than Mark Hamill all day, every day. In fact, this version of Mark Hamill actually had aura, could have probably been a movie star, a real movie star, unlike the real Mark Hamill. This guy actually has presence. He actually has some aura. And he's probably not a terrible person either. But that was good stuff. I will play that again on daily tomorrow, but that was crazy good, man. Bill Herb says, why not have a deadline for mail-in voting to be 2 weeks early if they don't come in too bad? That way it can all be counted on election day. Preferably don't do it, but it'll be better. Bill, you sweet summer child. You're approaching this like they're actually using mail-in voting for the right reasons. They're not. They are not using any of this for the right reasons. Mail-in voting is meant to cheat. It's meant to stack the system. So you are applying common sense and logic. They have none of that. They are using it to cheat, and that's all it's meant for. It's not meant to help the voter or assist the voter or to get an accurate count or anything like that. But I do appreciate you having a decent approach to it. Jackson says $1.05. The only thing worse than mail-in voting is female voting. Honestly, I think the 10%, maybe 11% female audience would agree with you. I absolutely think they would, because you are correct. It'd be a much better. I was telling Gary, I was on the phone with Gary the other day. I saw this meme, this Breaking Bad meme. I'll see if I can find it. Breaking Bad meme. It was so good. It was so good. Let me see. Breaking Bad quotes, Breaking Bad memes, Breaking Bad Daily. Maybe it's Breaking Bad Daily. I saw it. And it was like Breaking Bad if there were no women, and all the men were like happy and they had no stress and everybody was getting along and it was a big party. They're outside grilling and cooking, and everybody's just like, yeah, man, let's hang out, let's watch some football, let's fix some burgers. And that's I can't find it right now, but it was such a good meme. I'm like, pretty damn accurate. I can't find it right now. Crossing streams, yeah, we usually talk Breaking Bad on Main Event. That's pretty much a de facto Breaking Bad podcast, because Breaking Bad is awesome. I still prefer Sons of Anarchy to Breaking Bad, but I do very much appreciate Breaking Bad for its greatness. Best of Breaking Bad. I don't know, man. I can't find it. Asmon Clips has a new short video on the gaming companies abandoning gay flags this year. It has been kind of interesting because obviously any of the gay flags is too many, but it seems like it's not as prominent as it was in years past. Let me find this Asmon video you're talking about. Let's see. Asmon Clips. Is it recent? Asmon Clips. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the one that just dropped.
What the fuck are you wearing? So anyway, what the fuck are you wearing? Nothing, bro. I love rainbows. I like fancy colors, and I like rainbows. Why? Is there something you don't like about it? Is this cultural?
Dude, Asmon's one of the realest people on the internet, man. He really is. I really appreciate that he just doesn't give a fuck. Even when there's times I disagree with him big time, which is what a normal human does, disagrees with people. That's what friends do. Asmon is the king of just not giving a fuck.
Appropriation? Yeah, it is. So gaming studios have stopped putting pride flags on their avatars. Let's look at all of the gaming studios, and we're going to find out if they've done it or not. No gay. No gay. Bungie. No gay. Zero gay. Blizzard. No gay. It's over, guys. Ubisoft. Gay is over. All right, Twitch is gay, not because of Pride Month, but they've just been gay for like 10 years. EA, okay. No gay. Nothing's about gay. Apple, no gay. Google, I think that's just the normal rainbow. That's not the gay rainbow. Riot Games, no.
This is good, but there's still too many. There's way too many companies that have been pushing this bullshit. There's way too many. Like I saw the other day, I don't know how many NFL teams, the majority of NFL teams were posting their gay pride bullshit. Somebody that I follow was actually posting how many people, he had a list of how many teams haven't yet, but I think there was like 10 or 11 teams as of yesterday that haven't posted for their gay propaganda. But that's still so many. It's absolutely insane how many. Major League Baseball did it. NFL did it. It's so ridiculous. I've seen the hockey teams even doing it.
Gay. World of Warcraft, no gay. No gay. Zero gay. No gay. No more gay. Destiny. Let's try Destiny. Destiny, no gay. No gay. Sony, no gay. No gay. Gay is over for Sony. Halo? Is it Halo or Galo? It's Galo. Right. Xbox, okay. No gay. League of Legends was gay last year, but no more. This is last year. We're going to compare it to last year. Disney, no change. Target, no change. Starbucks. Even Starbucks roached out on the gays? Oh, League of Legends. Okay, League of Legends.
So here we got it right here. All right, so 11 teams have not posted about Pride Month in 2026 so far. Now, this tweet was, when was this? This was a couple days ago. So I don't know if this has changed, but 11 teams as of the time of this, this was the same day. This was the first day of Pride Day. So 11 teams, but that means there's a ton of teams that did post about it.
League of Legends was gay. Is it still gay this year? Halo? Nope, no change. Oh, wait, no, they did do a change. Okay, so Halo made a post. Again. Isn't it the same Halo skin? It is. Gay pride is just a new way for them to scale rainbow skins. I want to let every gay boy that's been paying attention to this, they never cared about you. They would be completely okay with you being executed and thrown off a bridge for being gay, as long as you bought their shirt before they threw you off the bridge.
Bonus round. Last night they voted in California, and every singular of the candidates Hassan-backed lost.
It's just fucking rich liberals who just want homo fascism in the country.
So I haven't seen any update, but there are a few teams that have not posted about Pride. There's a few teams, but not many. So now it was 9 on this one right here. Update, only 9 teams have not bowed to Pride Month. The Cowboys, the Saints, the Bengals, the Browns, Chiefs, Raiders, Jets, Steelers, and Titans. So that was as of the following day. We were at 11, now it's dropped to 9. I don't know where we're at now. I don't know if that's changed even more. But there's your teams right there. Fucking ridiculous, man. So yes, while I agree that there's a lot of places and a lot of organizations that are not, and we're seeing, that dwindle year by year, dude, we are one George Floyd tragedy away from all of these corporations bending the fucking knee all over again. We are one Juicy Smollett story away from all of these companies virtue signaling and bending the fucking knee. That's how crazy this fucking world is. They're just waiting for that moment to virtue signal. They're just waiting for that moment to capitalize. It's absolutely ridiculous. Disgusting. I forgot I was over here on Rumble. Marmillan says, homie, I wasn't thinking it was derogatory. I am now. 888 left. That was earlier with the comment on Valuetainment. Marmillan says, I got that about the Legos. Johnny Whiskey says, I saw on Twitter a Terrace stabbing a father in front of his daughter for asking him to not vape near her. I saw him bleeding and dying in his pool while daughter cries for him. It was sickening. That sounds terrible. McCox says, hey, Jeremy, do you come here often or just at home? The fact that you asked this is very concerning, McCock, but not surprising. Not surprising at all. Not even a little bit surprising. Thank you for the resubscription on Kick. I can't pronounce your name, but I appreciate it. And thank you to everybody following on Kick and on Rumble and on YouTube, wherever you're following, wherever you're tuning in. It's appreciated. Okay, we're going to end it there. I got Geeks and Gamers Daily in the morning, so if you're interested, I'll be on daily. Who's going to be with me? I don't know. You'll have to tune in to find out. But I really appreciate you guys. Sorry for the late stream. Very busy day. But we got daily tomorrow. If you're interested, I'll be catching up on the entertainment stuff. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. You guys have a good evening, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.